It was midnight. I walked in my room quietly and sat in front of my writing desk. After taking a sip of my beverage, I took out my journal and pen from the drawer. I made up my mind. I decided to start writing about my life story, which happened 13 years ago. Back in year 2000, I was an average 20 years old person living by myself. The only difference which I had from another person was the lack of friends in my life, and I spent my entire life praying that a miracle would happen in my life. My parents had passed away when I was a young boy. Before they left, they entrusted me with a precious family box. I did not open that box until one day. I wanted to look through some of the memories which I shared with my parents. It made me remember the treasure which my parents left me, and I got curious and went to find and open the box. After opening it, I saw a pair of chopsticks, a cloth, a card holder, and a diary book. I took it out. After I took it out, a piece of paper dropped it on the floor. I realized that it was a treasure map. The next day, I packed all the things needed for digging up a treasure and went off to find the treasure. I reached the starting point of the map and started to navigate through using a compass. I navigated my way through and finally I was near the destination. Realizing this, I took a round and saw a beach nearby. After following the map closely for another minute, I was at the site of the treasure. Unable to hide the feelings of excitement, I started digging the sand with a small shovel, which I bought. After digging for which I think was quite a while, I started to feel that the shovel was too slow, and I was feeling rushed with adrenaline. I took off my shirt and started to dig with my bare hands. Because of my gym training, which I do daily, my muscles were at the best and I was able to dig at my fastest speed. After a moment, I touched a hard object in the sand and I got even more excited. Quickly, I took it out and opened it. Inside, there was only a necklace and a small note. Taking out both items from the treasure chest, I started to read the note. Make a wish to the necklace pendant. Your wish will come true. But use it wisely. Thinking that it was a joke, I put everything back into my bag and went home. I did not realize that this day would change my future entirely. After reaching home, I put down my bag and placed the chest on the desk, taking out the necklace and going to bed. Even though I think that it was a joke, I was still thinking about the necklace as it may be the only thing that my parents have left for me. I couldn't sleep at all the night. Before I realized, it was already 6 a.m. It was 21st of March. I was shocked. I suddenly remembered that the common test was today, and I quickly started studying for the test as it was still early. After some time, I packed the revision notes in my bag and went off for school.
That's now it's 10:30. Common test time.
I am late.
Faster go to your seat.
I quickly went to the empty space with the test paper and sat down quietly. After looking at the questions, I was prepared to fail for this common test. As I just started studying for it in the morning, and I was fidgeting around and reached for my pocket, and I realized that I did not take the pendant out. I shut my eyes and wished for it sincerely. During that moment, I opened my eyes and saw a faint blue light. I thought that it was a hallucination, and I continued to think of what to do for the test. After a few days, the common test results were out. Not expecting anything of it, I just took a peek at the test, and I was surprised. It was a distinction. The next day, I was going to meet my friends for afternoon tea, as it was a school holiday. I was meeting my friends for afternoon tea. 刚来，刚考完试，我完了以后应该来点甜的，苦尽甘来。在考完试肯定就累了，我们来点补的，要一个。We ordered something to eat and drink while having a nice time chatting throughout the afternoon. Soon, my friends all seemed to have something to do.
对，我们刚好2个有事啊，等一下有活动。你们都安排好了是吧？没有安排好啊，对啊，就是刚好就这样刚好。
And started to leave until only I was left. I drank the last sip of tea and decided that it was time to go off soon. Reaching for my wallet, I was surprised. The wallet was not in my pocket. I quickly searched my bag, but it was still nowhere to be found. I was worried and afraid I did not have enough money to pay for the bill, and started to panic. An idea flashed upon my mind, and started to make a wish that there would be money to pay for the bill. I decided to risk it and started to flip the plate. Finally, it in front of me, and when I flipped it, I quickly called for the waiter and paid the bill and left the restaurant in a hurry. Knowing of the power of the necklace, I began to start using it by wishing for minor things. I wanted to be smart. I wished for knowledge. This allowed me to be able to answer questions which I did not even know before. One day, before my piano grade 8 test, I tried to learn the piece that is going to test tomorrow. I made a wish to the necklace as normal. The wish came true. For money. I bought 4D so I can win more money to spend. I'm becoming greedy. 8, 6, I decided to steal someone. Even if I did get in trouble, I could just use a necklace to get me out. Finally, a target appeared. I walked cautiously near her, and I immediately snatched her bag and ran. I was running further and further when suddenly a person came out to help the lady.
Damn, why you chase me? 你抢人家女孩子的包干什么？还给别人。business.
Are you okay?
把包拿过来。就你还想英雄救美？去你妈的！小样，让你再牛逼！妈，给你脸不要脸！
After warning me, he downded me on the ground with a combo. I was furious. I wished for the ability to perform martial
Give me the
arts.
power to defeat him.
Kicking the guy down the road. I grinned at my newfound power and the weakness of the guy and walk away. A greater price comes with even greater power, and I did not realize that I was messing with this power and that the price will soon start to surface. After 1 year, I was heading over to my birthday celebration, and I prepared for a big wish that day. On the way there, I was passing an alley and started to wish, and all of a sudden, I felt the world spinning around me. I quickly looked for something to support me, but it was useless. I collapsed on the ground, and everything went black in front of me. It was dark. I could not see, speak, or move. I could finally see. It was a blur at first, but it got clearer. I realized that I was in my room. I looked at the date, and I realized that I was sleeping for a week. I sat up and started pondering about what I did for the last few months. I realized that because of the necklace, I was getting even greedier for each wish that came true, and I kept asking for more. I realized that my personality changed and not being able to accept my new life. I decided to not use the necklace to prevent myself from straying to the wrong path again. I started to learn that everything happens for a reason. I believe that nothing should be taken for granted, and every action that is taken will have its consequences. Life is unknown, and I believe that living life truthfully is a much better way to spend your life.